A clash of errors. Private Sam Carter was a soldier stationed at a remote military base in the Utah desert. The terrain was barren, the nights cold, and the days long. Tonight, Sam had drawn the unenviable midnight watch. He paced along the perimeter fence, flashlight in hand, the beam barely cutting through the oppressive darkness. Great, he muttered to himself. Another night babysitting scorpions and tumbleweeds. A faint hum suddenly broke the monotony. It was low at first, but it grew louder, becoming a deafening crescendo. The sky split with a flash of light, and a vortex of crackling energy swirled in the distance. Sam instinctively ducked behind a nearby sandbag, rifle at the ready. From the vortex emerged a figure clad in gleaming armor. The man stood tall, his steel breastplate reflecting the moonlight, his tard emblazoned with a red cross. In one hand he clutched a broadsword, and in the other, a battered shield. His helmet obscured his face, but his stance radiated purpose and confusion. What in the... Sam whispered, stepping out cautiously. The knight's head snapped toward Sam, his sword raised. Demon, thou shalt not deceive me with thy sorcery. Sam blinked. Demon? Look, buddy, I don't know what kind of Renaissance fair this is, but you need to. The knight charged, his armor clinking as he closed the distance. Sam barely dodged the swing of the sword, the blade slicing through the air where his head had been. Rolling to the side, he raised his rifle. Whoa! Calm down, dude. I'm not your enemy. The knight hesitated, the barrel of the rifle giving him pause. What manner of weapon is this? Art thou some conjurer? No, man, I'm just a soldier, Sam replied. Look, let's take a step back and talk before you turn me into a kebab. The knight lowered his sword slightly, his breathing heavy. If thou art no demon, then wherefore dost thou dress in such strange attire? Where am I? Sam sighed, lowering his rifle. You're in the middle of nowhere, Utah. In the year 2024. The knight staggered, gripping his helmet as if the weight of the revelation threatened to crush him. Impossible. I was in Jerusalem but moments ago, guarding the sacred relics of Christendom. Yeah, well, it looks like you've had an upgrade in scenery, Sam said. How did you even get here? The knight pointed toward the now dissipating vortex. A rift opened before me. I pursued a shadowy figure through it, a thief who had stolen from the holy temple. But this world, 'tis witchcraft. Sam looked around, realizing the incident might draw the attention of his superiors, or worse, some government lab wanting to dissect this guy. Okay, sir. Sir Alaric of Montfort, the knight said, standing straighter. Right. Sir Alaric, we need to figure out how to send you back before anyone else shows up and complicates things. Then thou art my ally in this endeavor? Alaric asked, extending a gauntleted hand. Sam hesitated but shook it. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. The impossible alliance. The duo retreated to the base's storage shed, where Sam hastily sketched a plan. Alaric, meanwhile, marveled at the surroundings, mistaking a generator for a magic box of fire and recoiling from a vending machine that dispensed chips with a mechanical whir. Focus, Alaric, Sam said, pulling up a crude map of the area on his tablet. If that rift appeared once, maybe it'll open again. Did you notice anything unusual before it showed up? Aye, Alaric said, nodding. The thief held a crystal of black onyx, its glow unnatural. 'Twas the source of the rift, I am sure. Sam groaned. Great, so we need the magic rock. Any idea where the thief went? Alaric frowned. He vanished into the void, but if such a man walks this world, he would seek a place of power, perhaps the castle of thy king? Sam smirked. We don't have castles or kings here, buddy, but let's check for strange reports nearby. He tapped into the base's satellite network, scanning for anomalies. Sure enough, a signal blip near an abandoned mining site stood out, a place notorious for rumors of paranormal activity. The mining showdown. The pair reached the site just before dawn. The air was heavy with the scent of rust and decay, and the broken remains of mining equipment littered the ground. A faint, pulsating glow emanated from within the cavern. This is it, Sam whispered. Alaric gripped his sword tightly. Then let us face this villain. As they ventured deeper, the glow grew brighter, illuminating the thief, a hooded figure clutching the onyx crystal. He stood before a second swirling rift, muttering incantations. Halt, knave! Alaric bellowed, his voice echoing off the cavern walls. The thief turned, his face hidden beneath the shadows of his hood. With a flick of his wrist, he unleashed a burst of energy, sending both Sam and Alaric flying. Sam scrambled to his feet, raising his rifle. "Cover me!" he shouted, opening fire. The bullets ricocheted harmlessly off a barrier of energy surrounding the thief. Alaric charged, his sword glowing faintly as he swung it in a wide arc. The blade shattered the barrier, forcing the thief to retreat. "Thy dark magic shall not prevail against the light of the righteous," Alaric roared. The thief, cornered, hurled the crystal toward the rift. "If I cannot have it, no one shall." Sam reacted instantly, diving for the crystal and catching it mere inches from the rift's edge. "Got it!" he shouted, tossing it to Alaric. "Quickly, lad! To the portal!" Alaric said, holding the crystal aloft. It pulsed violently, resonating with the energy of the rift. "Wait, what about you?" Sam asked. "This is my destiny," Alaric replied. "I thank thee for thy courage, friend. May we meet again in thy time or mine." With that, Alaric stepped into the rift, the crystal's light enveloping him. The vortex closed behind him, leaving Sam alone in the now silent cavern. Aftermath, Sam returned to the base, his story too wild to share with anyone. He spent the following weeks wondering if Alaric had made it back, if history now remembered a knight who had glimpsed the future. One day, while cleaning his gear, Sam found a small engraved coin in his pocket, one bearing the crest of the Templars. He smiled, pocketing the token. "Guess time travel's got its perks," he muttered, heading out for another midnight watch.